A love stronger than gold. Once upon a time in a quiet village called Willow Creek, there lived a poor young man named Eli. He was 22 years old with kind hazel eyes and short dark brown hair. Every day Eli worked hard to support his family. His father was ill and stayed in bed most days. His mother was too old to work the fields, so Eli did everything he could. From sunrise to sunset, Eli tended the small farm, growing vegetables and taking them to sell at the village market. Life was hard, but Eli never gave up. Though poor, his heart was full of hope. He always wore a gentle smile and helped others whenever he could. In the same village lived a wealthy young woman named Lila. She was 20 years old, with long golden hair and bright blue eyes. Her family owned many farms and a large, elegant house on the hill. Her father, Mr. Whitaker, was one of the richest men in Willow Creek. Lila had everything: fine clothes, delicious food, and servants to wait on her. But she wasn't happy. Her heart felt empty. She longed for more than riches. She wanted love. She wanted kindness. She wanted someone who truly cared for her. One sunny morning, Eli was setting up his wooden stall in the market, arranging his carrots, tomatoes, and apples with care. Lila wandered through the market, and her eyes stopped on Eli's stand. She noticed his quiet focus and warm smile. "Good morning," Lila said softly. "May I buy some apples?" Eli smiled. "Of course, these are fresh from our tree this morning." She thanked him and walked away, but something about him stayed in her mind. The next day she returned, and the day after that. Each morning she brought a small basket and stopped at Eli's stall. At first, they spoke only of fruit and weather. Then came stories of their lives. Eli once said, "I dream of owning my own little shop where I can sell fresh food and give my family a better life." And Lila replied, "I want to help people, not just the wealthy. I want to help children, the poor, families like yours." Day by day, their friendship blossomed. They laughed together, shared stories, and smiled at each other more and more. And soon, without realizing it, they fell in love. One evening, they sat together near the river, the sky glowing pink with the setting sun. "Lila," Eli said quietly, "I love you. I don't have anything to offer, only my heart, but it's yours." She smiled and touched his hand. "And I love you, Eli. You're honest and kind. You have a good soul. That's more than enough." But their joy didn't last. Mr. Whitaker heard rumors of their love and grew furious. "You cannot be with that boy," he shouted. "He's poor. He has nothing. He's not worthy of you." Tears filled Lila's eyes. "But I love him, father. He's a good man. He works hard and has a kind heart." Mr. Whitaker slammed his hand on the table. "If you marry him, you are no longer my daughter." Heartbroken, Lila ran to Eli and told him everything. He listened quietly, his expression sad. "Lila," he said, gently, "I love you, but I don't want your life to be filled with pain. Maybe we shouldn't be together." "No!" she cried. "I want to be with you, no matter what." But her father was cruel and proud. He told the townspeople not to buy from Eli's stall. "Do not support him," Mr. Whitaker said. "He's trying to steal my daughter." Slowly, Eli's stall grew empty. No one came to buy his vegetables. His family ran out of money. His father's health worsened. Medicine was too expensive. Eli worked day and night, tried to borrow money, but no one helped. His hands were cracked, his eyes tired. Lila watched it all. She couldn't take it anymore. She went to her father again. "Please," she begged, "let me be with Eli. He is a good man." "No," he said coldly. "You will marry someone rich. I've already chosen him." "I don't love him," she cried. "You'll do as I say," he shouted, and locked her in her room. She could see the sky from her window, but not the one she loved. She cried every night, remembering Eli's smile, their dreams, their hope. Meanwhile, Eli's hope was fading. His father grew weaker. The dream of his shop felt farther away than ever. One night, a terrible storm swept over Willow Creek. Rain poured, thunder roared. That night, Lila escaped. Soaked and shivering, she ran through the storm to Eli's tiny home and knocked on the door. Eli opened it, shocked. "Lila, what are you doing here?" "I can't live without you," she said, crying. "Let's run away. Together." "I can't take care of you," he said. "I can't even feed my own family." She took his hand. Then let me help you. We'll face everything together. I don't care about money. I care about you. Eli looked at her, so brave, so full of love. He pulled her into a hug. I love you, Leela. That night, they packed a small bag and left Willow Creek. They didn't know where they were going, but they had each other. They walked through the storm, wet and cold. By morning, they reached a small town called Riverside. It was quiet, far from their village. They had no money, no food, and no home, but they had hope. I'll find work today, Eli said. I'll do anything. And I'll work too, said Leela. We'll build a life together. Eli found a job carrying stones for a builder. Leela worked as a maid in a kind woman's house. They worked hard, hands rough, backs aching. But every evening they met under a tree by the river, shared bread, and talked about the future. Some days they went hungry. Some nights they slept under the stars. But they never gave up. I'm saving, Eli told her one night. One day I'll open a little shop. And I'll help you run it, she smiled. Years passed. Fruits, tea, bread, and snacks. People in Riverside loved them. Kind Eli and smiling Leela. Business grew. They bought warm clothes, soft blankets, and better food. Life was still hard, but it was filled with love. Back in Willow Creek, a traveller told Mr. Whitaker, Sir, your daughter and that boy Eli now run a shop in Riverside. They're doing well. At first, Mr. Whitaker was angry, but later as he sat alone, he felt something else. Regret. He remembered his daughter's tears, her courage, her strength. I was wrong, he whispered. She chose love, and she was right. One day, Mr. Whitaker went to Riverside. He found the little shop. He saw Leela smiling as she handed an apple to a child. He saw Eli fixing a basket for an old woman. Leela, he said softly. She turned, eyes wide. Father? I came to see you, he said, voice shaking, and to say, I was wrong. Tears filled Leela's eyes. She ran and hugged him. I missed you, she whispered. I forgive you. Mr. Whitaker looked at Eli. You are a good man, thank you, for loving my daughter. Eli smiled. Thank you for accepting us. From that day on, Mr. Whitaker visited often. He didn't bring gold or gifts, he brought something better. Peace and love. Life was still simple. Eli and Lila worked every day, but they faced every hardship together. When one was tired, the other gave strength. When one cried, the other offered comfort. They never forgot the hunger, the storm, or the pain. But they also never forgot what brought them through it all. Love, hard work, and hope. Soon, people in Riverside told their story to others.